Welcome CDL fans to the third and final stage of our June 25th game day. And I might be a little bit quieter than normal, maybe, perhaps. I'm just keeping my voice down because Mia, my niece, she is sleeping. She's taking a nap. We do not want to wake her from her nap. You have to understand this, folks. So, coming up here, we got the Buffalo Warriors and the Toronto Titans. She's all the way in her grandma's room, so she'll be okay. But she's taking a nap. She played putt-putt for the first time ever today. As a matter of fact, go on ahead. Put some footage together. Can we get that? Okay, go on ahead, Mia. There it goes. It's in. Oh my God, I thought it was in. Okay. Almost. There it is. Hole in one. It works. Hole in one. Good job, Mia. Huh? I don't know. Say hi to your mom. So, she's had a busy day. Anderson's ice cream. You know, fun times. You know, beef omelet, Buffalo tradition. Well, she didn't have any beef omelet. Her taste buds aren't developed enough for beef omelet. I didn't like beef omelet when I was a little kid either. Anyways, speaking of Buffalo, we've got the Buffalo Warriors on the road to take on the Toronto Titans. So for Buffalo, it's going to be Yellow Custom leading the way, followed by Tyrell at the middleman spot. At the captain spot, it's going to be What, and that 5-point gainer is Toy Soldier to the home side. For the Toronto Titans, we've got Indy 5 Junior leading the way, followed by Wen at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's Synchro, and that 5-point gainer is X-Wing. Now, 2 weeks ago when these teams met earlier in the season, Toronto got a 15-0 win on the road in Buffalo, so the Warriors would love to return the favor here. So, here we go. We've got Indy 5 Junior and Yellow Custom leading us off. Car staying up on their first go. They'll go ahead again. This time, Yellow Custom down, 5-0. Toronto in the lead. Enter Tyrell now. And it's a free shot given to Buffalo since Buffalo's got the car on the bottom. So, What will get to take the free shot and try to rearrange this whole thing here. And he does rearrange it. What gets the flip for Tyrell and resets Tyrell upright. So, that one works out for Buffalo. Tyrell good enough to stay underneath his opponent, and we got a 5-5 game. That now brings out Wen for the Titans. Interference. So, when making contact with his opponent, still a 5-5 game. We continue. And make it a 10-10 game as both Tyrell and Wen take each other out. So, they'll bring out What and Synchro. Game tied at 10. And Volcar staying up there. Defensive battle now on the field. Volcar's again able to stay alive. So match continues. And some hard hits going both ways. Now we tried to get Mia out here doing these games, but you know, she just doesn't have the strength yet, you know, so no car was going to get flipped is basically the point. You gotta strike with some force. She'll get it over time. But anyways, ooh. Yes, it is a good flip. So the flip stands is about to be reversed, but he did not make touching contact with the field there. Synchro down, Buffalo in the lead. 15-10 the score as they look for the upset. So Toronto with X-Wing trying to force overtime. What trying to get the win for Buffalo. And What able to stay up, as is X-Wings. They've now switched sides here, and out the play goes What. Goes out of play. So back to his own side. 15-10. Or 15-10. Gotta put it on the right side here. Buffalo in the lead and almost a good flip, but out of play. He went to save himself. Again, still 15-10. Brazen shot. Volcar staying up. And this time, What with the good flip right there, and he dropped like a little elbow on him at the end. 15-10 will be the final. And the Buffalo Warriors get the win over the Toronto Titans. Tough loss for the Titans to take. As a matter of fact, let's go on ahead and Let's go on ahead and take a look at the standings that we've got up. Have to scroll back a little bit. So Toronto will fall back on the standings to 8 wins and 4 losses. Buffalo improves to 5-6-0-1. So really getting tightened up at Eastern Conference playoff race. But coming up next, we head on to our last game from the Western Conference for the day. That would be the Los Angeles Blades hosting the San Diego Lightning. Stay tuned. Welcome back, CDL fans. Our last Western Conference matchup of the day, the San Diego Lightning on the road to take on the Los Angeles Blades. Pacific Division showdown here. San Diego coming into this game with a record of 4 wins, 5 losses, 1 tie, 1 overtime loss, 15 points total. They were just 4 points back of the final playoff spot, sitting in 9th place in the Western Conference. They need wins. They were just last year's divisional champions, Pacific Division champions, but just hasn't been there for them here today. On the home side, the team that's trying to keep up with the Firebirds now, that would be the Los Angeles Blades. 7 wins, 4 losses. Needing to win to stay in this race, but at the last count, they were sitting at 3rd place in the Western Conference with 21 points. Let's get a look at the lineups. For the league-operated San Diego Lightning, it's Zap leading the way. Following him out there is Rocket Power. To the captain spot, it's going to be Futurama, and at 5-point gainer is El Rey. To the home side of the field, we got Pink Indy Jr. leading the way for the Los Angeles Blades, Alex Johnson's squad. Following him out there is going to be Cove Light. At the captain spot will be Greenlina, and at 5-point gainer is Green Blaze Jr. So both teams set and ready to go. The game is on. Both cars staying up, keeping their own sides. The match continues. The match still on, and good flip on both sides. So we are tied at 5. 2 weeks ago, the Blades won this matchup on the road against San Diego. 15-5 was the final of that one. And we are having some minor field issues. I don't know if that's going to get any worse, but we'll try to work around it. It's a little flash of tape popping up here as Rocket Power and Cove Light battle here. Rocket Power, one of the best rookies in the league last year, continues to collide with Cove Light. 2 good defensive cars, and that time Rocket Power staying up, switching sides here, and this time Rocket Power out of play. So the out of play there, game still tied at 5. This match continues. And Cove Light, the guilty verdict, or the guilty party this time, goes out of play. Again, still 5-5. Match continuing. 2 defensive juggernauts of this league. Using that spin cycle very well right now. So the match continues. Yeah, look at that one. Another great spin cycle maneuver, even though he got off balance. And look at this, Rocket Power able to stay up as his Cove Light. I think Cove Light might be a little bit more stable right now in this battle. Can he hang on? Both cars able to hang on there. And this time, almost a flip. Great dance maneuvers. But finding a way to stay alive was Rocket Power do a barrel roll multiple times. He's still in it. And he goes out of play, and I think he needed that. He just needed the break. He needed to get out of play. Game still tied at 5. Yes, that was a clip shot. He'll stay up. And this time, Rocket Power is down. Another gray shot. And Cove Light eventually gets the flip there, 10-5. Blades in the lead, looking for the win. Futurama trying to tie this game up. Cove Light going for the W. And look at that, Cove Light almost had it. Futurama staying up though. That'll continue. Futurama, that front end, looking pretty rough. But able to stay up. Some great defensive moves on his part. Got to give San Diego credit for all the effort. They are putting on a show right now. But they need the flips. They got the defense. They need some offense now. That's the whole trick of it. 6-2 continue to battle. Cove Light going for the win. Oh, sends Futurama way out of play. Still a 10-5 game. Blades in the lead, looking for the win. A flip would do it. Almost had him there. Cove Light puts him under pressure yet again. Out of play. Into the mesh. And out of play for Futurama. Still 10-5. That time we hit another situation. Another situation where the car ended up going out of play, and it was actually a no contact to be had, so it's still 10-5. Match continued. And again, Futurama up to the task all the way up to that point. 15-5 the final. And the Los Angeles Blades had to work for this one, but they get the win, 15-5. The final score, all credit to give to San Diego, but for all the defense that they had in the world, they really needed some offense to go with it, and they just couldn't find it today. So, 15-5. Blades get the win over Lightning. Coming up next, Puerto Rico Playas on the road against the Miami Brawlers. Stick around, find out what happens. We are back, CDL fans, and time to continue with this game day. Just 2 games left, both from the Eastern Conference. Next one on tap, the Puerto Rico Playas, Alex Johnson's squad, on the road to take on Shane Geyser's Miami Brawlers. Both teams set and ready to go. Their records on the season are as follows. Puerto Rico comes in 4 wins, 5 losses, no ties, 2 overtime losses. 14 points on the season, has them in 9th place in the Eastern Conference. To the Miami Brawlers, 6th place in the Eastern Conference, coming into this game day, 6 wins and 5 losses, no ties or OT losses. And just 2 weeks ago, the Miami Brawlers met up with the Puerto Rico Playas, and it went to overtime, Miami getting the win on the road. Will the similar thing happen today? We'll find out. Sub-Zero leads the way for Puerto Rico, followed by Rowdy. Ratitude Jr. at the captain spot, and that 5-point gainer is Blue BMW. To the home side, Buzz Off leads the way for the Brawlers, followed by Spinebuster at the middleman spot, Green Demon at the captain spot, and it's going to be Gray Indy at 5-point gainer. Both teams set and ready to go. Buzz Off and Sub-Zero leading the way today. Matchup on 5-0. Puerto Rico in the lead. So that now brings out Spinebuster for Miami. Sub-Zero got that first flip, but gets taken down that time. Game even at 5 apiece. So that now brings out Rowdy for Puerto Rico. Rowdy and Spinebuster. Spinebuster has a good flip there. 10-5 in favor of Miami. So 10-5 the scores. That brings out Ratitude Jr. The rookie trying to tie things up. And not going to be able to do so. 15-5, and that is the game. Miami Brawlers getting the win at home, and they will sweep the Puerto Rico Playas this season. So a big game day for Shane Geyser. 2 huge wins for his teams today. He goes 2-0 on the day, and a big win to keep the Brawlers in a playoff spot. Just to think they finished last place last year. Doing well. Playoff bound, perhaps, in 2021. That being said, it is now time for the main event to come up. The Gowanda Outlaws and the New York Empire. Huge matchup from the Northeast Division. 2 league-operated teams battling for the top spot in the league, really. 2 of the best in the entire league, not just the East. So Outlaws, Empire, folks, it's next. Welcome back, CDL fans. Time for our main event here on our June 25th game day. We've got the Gowanda Outlaws on the road, taking on the New York Empire. Empire first place in the league, 9 wins, 1 loss, no ties, and 1 overtime loss. Gowanda with the record of 7 wins, 2 losses, 2 ties, and no overtime losses. And game day getting done a little later than usual, but some family activities going on, some fun stuff with my mother and my niece, so good times. So let's get a look at the lineups here as we get ready for this final game of the night. Reptile leads the way for Gowanda, followed by Hammer at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's Black Spinebuster, and that 5-point gainer is Demon 4. To the home side of the field, the Gowanda Outlaws will lead the way today with 15 Turbo, followed by Rise and Heat. At the captain spot is Black Bullet 2, and that 5-point gainer is going to be Challenge. So 15 Turbo and Reptile about to start us off here. And just 2 weeks ago, when these 2 teams went head-to-head, Gowanda took a 15-10 loss. They're looking for a little bit of revenge here. And off to a good start. 5-0 the score. Outlaws in the lead. Reptile able to stay up there, as that will now bring out Rising Heat. Rising Heat stays up on his first collision. Reptile looking good offensively to start this game. He has a 10-0 lead now. 10-0 Gowanda on top and one flip away from the win. Black Bullet 2. Trying to keep the Empire in this. Empire first place in the league. Trying to hang on here. I don't think anybody really poses much of a threat to that top spot right now, though. I think they got the points, or the gap on the points. But anyways, we got a good flip right there. And the score now 10-5. So the Empire fighting back. But the Outlaws still leading, and Hammer looking to put this game away now. Black Bullet 2. Known as the franchise. He needs to have himself a captain's day today to get the win in regulation. Out of play goes Hammer. So that's going to save Black Bullet 2. Score still 10-5. Outlaws in the lead. And this time, no interference about it. Good collision, good flip. 15-5 is going to be the final. And the Gowanda Outlaws get it done. Upset win over the New York Empire. Empire taking their second regulation loss. I should say just their second regulation loss of the season. So the two teams at the top of the standings both taking an L today. 15-5. Outlaws with the win over the Empire. And folks, that does it for us. Jim Hulse Jr. here, thanking you for watching. Owner and creator of the Card Demolition League. Appreciate all the support that you give, even on days where I don't deliver in a timely manner, which is rare. So cut me a break, man. But thank you for watching. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves, be yourselves. Much love and peace.